Ladies, how's everybody doing today? Ladies. How are you guys doing tonight on the show? All right, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing tonight on the fucking show? We're here tonight on the show. How's everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let's get this shit started, ladies and gentlemen. Is there even any news? CM Punk, they're still looking for the freaking for like security footage, whatever. A lot of whatever. Arthur's of Pain are back with WWE. They've been there since last year. Nobody's using them. They don't know why. Um, so let's do a Dynamite recap, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do Dynamite recap. Um, so this show, man, a lot of people were missing from Dynamite. Because a few reasons. One, they thought that the Bray Wyatt's funeral was going to be this week. It turns out it's going to be next week. But a lot of people are already taking time off. Also, they're saying some people got sick. I don't know. I guess it's from like the traveling, maybe. Like the change of like the weather. I guess from the UK to the United States. They said like Saraya, who's the new women's champion, and Swerve Strickland were supposed to be on this show, but they were sick. They were not feeling good, so they were not part of it. Also, they said that a lot of the guys who lived in Florida were not able to make the show, like Kenny Omega, because he lives in Florida. And so they said a lot of reasons why this show they were missing some people. Now I would expect that people, if the Bray Wyatt funeral got canceled, they would go to the show. So I think the only ones that were really missing were Kenny Omega because he couldn't get out of Florida because of the hurricane, and then Swerve Strickland and Saraya because they got sick. Everybody else that was supposed to be there should have been there, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, let's do this freaking show. It was from Chicago, Illinois. We opened it up with a freaking match between freaking Jon Moxley and Commander. Fun ass match. At the end, freaking Jon Moxley wins with submission. And then we got a lot of vignettes backstage from after what happened with the match with the Young Bucks. It's the Young Bucks are upset they lost the match. FTR comes in to shake their hand. They're all pissed off. But then the Bullet Club Gold comes in and they make fun of them. They're like, "You're the losers. Get out of this locker room. Young FTR, you guys can stay, but Young Bucks, you guys need to leave." And then they all get angry at each other, so they agree to have a 4-on-4 match at All Out this Sunday. Bullet Club Gold versus the Elites and FTR. That should be a fun little match. I do think in other circumstances that's more of a probably a collision match, honestly, but because they don't have a lot for the pay-per-view, that's what they're going with. Then we freaking go. We go to the ring. We got Chris Jericho. He calls out Sammy Guevara. He apologizes for pushing him. He was frustrated after losing his match versus Will Ospreay. And, obviously, Sammy Guevara gives the apology. I always have your back. Don't worry, man. And then Jericho's like, I don't know what I could have done different to beat Will Ospreay. Maybe you could have hit him harder with the bat. And then Sammy gets all pissed, like, I was thinking watching the replay, maybe you could have hit him harder with your Judas effect. So then once again, they start going face to face. But then Jericho stops him and tells him, hey, man, we need to be a team. How about we become a tag team and go after the tag team championships and try to become tag team champions? And they agree to do that. Then later you got Don Callis trying to convince him not to drive Jericho. But Sam Guevara's having none of it. He just walks away from Don Callis. And so we'll see where they go from there. It looks like, I guess there's still a storyline there between Don Callis and Chris Jericho, I guess. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move along, ladies and gentlemen. And then we get we get Wheeler Yuta versus Eddie Kingston, fun ass match at the end. Freaking Wheeler Yuta just hitting elbows left and right on Eddie Kingston, but then freaking Eddie Kingston just out of nowhere just explodes and freaking he beat him. He beat him with what was it? A freaking a back, yeah, like a face, like a back face, whatever it was. I think he hit him with the first one, and then was like, "Give me another one." He hits him with another one. He just knocks him out, and freaking Eddie Kingston wins. After the match, Claudio Castagnoli comes out, but he never looks at Eddie Kingston. Directly to Wheeler Yuta, picks him up, helps him up, and just walks away. They are teasing this match between Eddie Kingston and Claudio Castagnoli. Maybe they'll, I don't know when they'll do this match, but that's one that they've been teasing a lot. Claudio Castagnoli versus Eddie Kingston. We'll see where we get that match. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. And then we get another back between their match between Adam Cole and MJF. MJ is all like, "My neck hurts. I'm all fucked up, man. I need some time off." Like, I've been wrestling for like these past few months. And then Adam Cole's like, "Hey, man, go get some rest because we got to defend our championships this weekend in Chicago." And then you gotta get ready in a few weeks for Grand Slam. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to Paris and bang some rats," I think he said. And like, I'll see you in the weekend in Chicago. Like, "All right, man, see ya." And then I believe Adam Cole goes out of the ring and he's just talking. He's doing a promo talking about the match. And then he gets interrupted by Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong is like, "You care more about his neck injury than mine." The guy's been wearing the neck brace for like 3 months now. He's like, "Man, he's got these other two guys. I thought it was Sean Barea, but it's somebody, Brent Barea. I don't even know. Who cares?" Like, "Man, we've been together since Ring of Honor, man." And then, they kind of sugarcoat. I think they were talking about it also, in NXT with the Undisputed. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. I beg your pardon. Like, you always used everybody, man, to get to the top. And then, but if you look at these pictures, you would think you're there alone. Like, you don't care about any of us. He's like, "Now you're trying to use MJF to get to the AEW World Championship." And then Rick like, "Man, I'm actually going to enter the battle for the tournament for the Grand Slam to face MJF. I'm going to do something you can't do, and that's beat MJF for the AEW World Championship." And then they just walk away. At least this time he didn't look like a pendejo. Riddick Strong looked a little bit better, I guess. Anyway, let's go along, ladies and gentlemen. And then we get a women's match: Hashira Shashida, Britt Baker, and Chris Stylander versus Emi Sakura, Marina Shafir, and Nalga Rose. Fun little match here. At the end, freaking Hashira Shashida and Britt Baker win. Chris Stylander win. After the match, Ruby Soho attacks Chris Stylander, walks away with the TBS Championship, and then just leaves it on the stage. Pretty much it. Whatever. Then we get the freaking Acclaim, man, with Billy Gunn introducing new freaking trio championships that they beat the House of Black this past weekend. And they're like pink, and it scissors me. I don't know how I feel about pink. Maybe they're just for them, and then when somebody else, we have new trio championships, they'll get back the other ones. Because they're like pink, and at the end you can scissors. It was funny. But I'm assuming that it's only for them, and then they'll go back to the other trio championships when we get a new team. But anyways, let's move along, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move along. We get the freaking main event: Orange Cassidy versus Penta El Zero. Very fun match here between these two, man. Back and forth, man. But at the end, man, Penta El Zero is hitting him with everything, man. He is hitting him with everything, man. I'm like, Penta El Zero looking good. And now I had a feeling Orange Cassidy was going to win this match because they said from the start they're like the winner of this match is facing Jon Moxley on Sunday. I'm like, it's gonna be Adam Cassidy, man. I can make you battle on. It's gonna be Orange Cassidy, and it was, man. But man, they really made it believable that Penta could win this match. At the end, man, he's hitting him with everything, man. He hits him with everything, man. Like Canadian destroyers, fear the factor, like multiple shit he's doing it. And at the end, he Orange Cassidy just rolls him up for roll up and he beats him. But damn, man, they made Penta El Cerro look very good in this match. And then he actually grabs a microphone and says, "I don't care, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm going to be defending this international championship everywhere I go. Yes, the injuries are getting bad, but I don't care. I'm going to keep going. And Jon Moxley, I'll see you this Sunday." And I have no damn catchphrases. Jon Moxley then comes out. They have a face-to-face. Jon Moxley shoves him. And then Orange Cassidy hits him with a right hand. Not really much effect. But I think they were trying to just sell the fact that, Orange Cassidy was tired and beat up. But yeah, man, so that's pretty much it. They made a good job on this show because they didn't have neither the freaking they didn't have neither the fuck is happening. They didn't have MJF, the AEW World Champion, or Saraya, the Women's AEW World Champion. They made a good job of making both the mid-card championships kind of mean a little bit more in this show, both with Chris Stylander's TBS Women's Championships, and at the end there with Orange Cassidy and Jon Moxley, and even the match with Penta El Cerro mean a lot here. We'll see how the pay-per-view goes. For an AEW pay-per-view, the matches don't look – the card doesn't look as long. Usually you get about 10, 11 matches. I don't think it's not even 7. We'll see if they add more matches. Supposedly they were going to have CM Punk versus Ricky Starks be the main event. But because of the CM Punk suspension, that is probably not going to happen now. And instead, they're saying on Collision – Ricky Starks is going to challenge Ricky Steamboat. Jesus Christ. A lot of people are saying they might bring CM Punk back for All Out on Sunday just because it is in his hometown, but they don't know yet. They're still trying to figure stuff out. But yeah, man, we'll see what the hell happens, man. Until next time, I'm finished, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch your ass down the road. Have a good night, everybody. I'm finished.